Join us on our trip to Medellin, Colombia. We traveled with some of our family. Medellin sits in a valley in the Andes Mountains at 5,900 feet elevation. Medellin in the 80s through the early 2000s was marred by drug cartel violence, particularly due to Pablo Escobar. Now, it's transformed to a fun, beautiful, and very affordable city to visit with lots to see and enjoy. Here we go, let's head to Medellin. We made it to Medellin. We're now waiting for our Uber, and we're excited for our day tomorrow. We're gonna do a tour, go have, I'm sure, some amazing Colombian food. Anita and Alan Adventures, comment, like, and subscribe.
According to our Uber driver, we're going in a tunnel that is 10 kilometers long.
Welcome to Medellin.
Sweating already.
We made it to somewhere to do something in Medellin. We are taking the metro to
Comuna
13 on a tour with Get Your Guide. We were running a little late, but thankfully the tour guide and the tour group was nice enough to wait for us. We're taking the metro to a cable car to the top, and we'll show you when we get there what it looks like.
We took the metro and a cable car to the top of the mountain. Alejandra is our Get Your Guide tour guide. She was very knowledgeable. She provided a lot of history on Comuna 13. This is what was included with the tour along with the cost. 5 adults, $19.46 each.
Enjoy the view, pay attention to the houses around the station and the houses you're gonna see in the next neighborhood, like the different social classes. And that's so common. In one comuna, you're gonna find different social classes. We call them here stratos, so they go from 0 to 6. Being 6 like the highest one. So I will say around the station, the social class here is 2, 3. And then on the top, the next neighborhood, maybe 1, 2.
I got confused. So the higher the number, the better the status. No,
In these kinds of neighborhoods, the higher you go, the poorest houses you're gonna find.
So has it always been like that, where you have these different numbers for different statuses?
Yes.
Okay.
So Comuna 13, it's like the most touristic one, but we have 16 comunas. I live in Comuna 9, that is Pablo Escobar's neighborhood. Well, depending. If you ask people from Medellin about, not from Medellin, from Colombia in general, about Pablo Escobar, you're gonna find divided opinions.
Different opinions, for sure.
Now, Comuna 13 has transformed into a cool, trendy tourist destination.
We rode the cable car to the very top, and she was describing the various neighborhoods that are numbered 1 through 16 and what class, social class, each neighborhood is on the mountain. And now we're gonna listen to a little bit more of the tour, but it's a beautiful view up here.
I don't know if you know, but Medellin is on a valley, the Aburrá Valley. So you have Medellin in the middle of this valley. In the 70s, people started building all the houses. It wasn't a crime, but it was not legal to build houses on the top of the mountains on a land that you didn't pay any money for. But the government, they just didn't pay attention to this. Then in 1992, the guerrilla terrorists, they came through those mountains and they took this neighborhood. So the guerrillas planned, they wanted to transport their drugs and guns through this avenue. And eventually they wanted to take control of the whole city and the country.
It's gonna fall!
After getting off the cable car, we took a bus to take us to the start of our walking tour of Comuna 13. Sometimes we have audio problems, so I'm sure I was saying something really good. Al's cousins, Frank, Cameron, and Isabella, joined us. We also met a couple from London who gave us fun things to do for our next trip to London.
Comuna 13 was once the most dangerous neighborhood on earth. Now it features vendors and restaurants and freestyle rapping and breakdancing. As you walk through, you'll see lots of very colorful graffiti art that tells the Comuna 13 story.
Maracumango. It's passion fruit and mango mixed together with salty lemon juice also.
And what is maracumango? It's maracuja. Say maracuja.
Maracuma,
Maracuja
maracuja,
and mango.
and mango. It's actually delicious and it's very refreshing in this hot day. You try.
I hope that truck has good brakes.
I smell coffee. Oh, yep, coffee. So we're heading up to another viewpoint that is inside of a hand. Here we go, Anita and Al Adventures. Like, comment, and subscribe.
The escalators you see replaced about 350 concrete steps. They were completed in 2011, thereby eliminating 30 minutes of uphill walking for the 12,000 residents of this area. The escalators are 384 meters long. A journey that was once a strenuous half-hour hike up the hill was transformed into a 6-minute trip. This hillside was once labeled the most dangerous community in Medellin.
Beautiful views wherever you look.
And this is a different neighborhood. It's not the touristic part, but it's still safe. The interesting thing about this part is that every year Red Bull has an event. It's a downhill on bike, so they use
Yeah, I've seen
So
that.
if you type on YouTube downhill Red Bull coming at 13, you're gonna see the videos. We're doing the downhill today, but not on bikes. Would you like to try it?
The slide.
You can do it. You need to collect your hands to break.
El Poblado has lots of restaurants and nightlife, especially in Parque Liras. Definitely a fun place to walk around and have a delicious, economical meal.
Nice mix, Mr. DJ. Looks like the DJ controller that I have. Time for dinner. Maybe some burgers or Colombian pizza.
To understand how we live in that moment, And the last thing is why Pablo became so powerful. We moved to the top of the mountain in the place when used to be the jail of Pablo Escobar, the private club, not a jail, not a prison, it's a private club. Our next location is in 5 minutes. Used to be the house of Pablo, now it's a memorial park. When we are right there, I explain everything. The most important is this. When Pablo has a lot of money, he moved to El Poblado, he grew up in Envigado, but he want more. He made one country club here.
And that was here?
Yeah,
okay.
In all this area. I sent all the picture about the Monaco building. Pablo received the bond in 1998 and he decided put in bonds and kill famous person. And he killed the government of this state and some bodyguards and some policemen.
The governor?
Yeah, to show power.
In 1989, Escobar ordered the assassination of presidential candidate Luis Galan. Each one of these holes represents the 4,000 plus innocent civilians killed by Escobar's cartel. These are the ones to have had funerals. There were many others killed that went unrecognized by having funerals. In November of 1989, Escobar ordered the bombing of Avianca Flight 103. All 107 on board died. This is the memorial to all the police officers killed by the Medellin cartel. So we're in the minibus heading up to Pablo Escobar's, what they call the cathedral, but it's a prison that he built in agreement with the government that he would stop the violence. And the bus drive up here is pretty cool.
It's pretty something already.
Say hi. What's up? What up?
Hi.
My ears just popped. Ears just popped.
Did you send that video to me?
Yes. Do you want me on the video?
Yeah. And here's another white guy. Now that is dangerous. With all the tour buses and traffic. My ears
We'll
are
send that to mom.
Don't send that to mom.
No, we will send that to mom. Whatever she says.
In 1991, Escobar reached an agreement with the Colombian government to incarcerate himself for 5 years. This prison was hand-built. It is known as the Cathedral, or in Spanish, La Catedral.
All this area was surrendered by a big electric fence, 10,000 volts. But now this is the operation that the switch is in the room of Pablo. This one protecting Pablo. All the buildings are new, now belongs to the monastic order and the old people who live here. But there are some part of the original ruins and some pictures. The best place to play this guy has a favorite cancer and died. The brother received a letter since he was engaged, full of explosives, law, they are stealing the money, they are stealing. And he ordered only 2 things. One brother stayed inside. And Pablo died.
Paramedics arrived to rescue a badly injured hiker.
Let's say a prayer. Well, todos. Heavenly Father, we just pray for
in this very hilly terrain. So that's the reason why we're praying for him. So we just got done with our Pablo Escobar prison tour, which was very interesting. We're now eating at a place called Mondongos. And as you can see, this place is busy.
Typical Colombian food, except they're out of empanadas.
How could a Colombian restaurant run out of empanadas?